In this tutorial, we will see how to create some building semi-automatically and how to edit existing buildings. We've done an automatic building extraction, and then, as we can see here, some of the buildings are pretty well extracted, but some of them are a little bit wrong. We will see here how to extract this building with the brush tool. So to edit the buildings or to create some buildings, you need to have Digibati into the building mode. So here we are in the points mode. This is because the building locations layer is currently selected. To go into the buildings mode, you just need to click on the buildings layer or on the working layer, for example. So buildings layer is pretty well. So here we are in the building mode here. So this is very fine. And here we can see that several new tools are now available. Here, for example, I would like to remove this building. I have several ways to achieve this. The first one, which is pretty simple, is to select it and to delete it. Okay. I will undo this to have my building back. Or I have the ability to use the brush tool here, which is one of the main tools of Digibati. The brush tool is very powerful, as we will see it now. Right-click on the building to delete it. So it's very, very easy to use. So the brush tool is designed to extract a building thanks to a little brush. It's very, very simple to achieve. So you just need to draw on the building very quickly and it will be extracted. As we can see here, this is an L-shaped building and the brush tool didn't extract the little part here of the L-shaped building. So to extract it, you just need to tell Digibati that you want more extracted details by modifying the slider over there. And then if you use the brush tool with the building, you've got the detail here extracted. So the extracted details tells Digibati what kind of details you want to extract with the tool. So you have to use it depending on the different image, because sometimes asking Digibati more details can lead to a false positive or a complex shape extraction you don't want. So in such situation, you just need to go back into a small value of extracted details, and then Digibati will extract very large details. Or you can tell Digibati that you don't want any details, and then in that case, Digibati will always extract some rectangular shapes. So in that case, we just need some little details to get here the L-shaped building. So you can adjust the size of the brush by changing here the brush size, of course. But you can change the brush size very easily by pressing the Shift key and by using the mouse wheel. And then, thanks to that, you can adjust the brush size very, very easily. So it is recommended to have a brush size that corresponds to the size of the building. So I mean, if you are using a brush that is too small, you will have some strange extraction or extraction that you don't want. By using the brush, you tell Digibati that every area that are brushed are part of the buildings. So in that case, for example, we have some superstructure over the roof, and then by drawing over them, you tell Digibati to don't pay attention to them. And then the building is perfectly extracted. So it's very, very nice. For this building, for example, here, we can see that the building is a little bit rotated. So to rotate the building, you just need to go over it, press the Alt key of your keyboard and then use the mouse wheel to rotate the building like this. It's very, very simple. If the angle step is a little too high, by keeping the Alt key pressed, press the Shift key, and then you are in the precise mode. Okay, I can release the two keys. And here what I see is that the building's border are not perfectly fitting the real building. So I will press the Alt key. So by pressing the Alt key, I enter the edit mode. And then, thanks to that, I am able to move the building border over there. It's very, very simple to use, like this, for example. Building points can be moved as well to move the different part of the buildings. The ortho constraints can be removed by unclicking the ortho constraint into the parameter toolbar. And then if I move the points, okay, the ortho constraints are gone. So I don't want it, so I will keep it. Pressing the Alt key again, and I can press the ortho constraints. When the building borders are moved like this, for example, edges are snapped into the image features. But if you want to achieve a very precise move of the border of the buildings, you just need to press the Shift key again, and then you are entering the precise mode, and then you can move the building border very, very accurately. Thanks to the brush tool and the edit mode, you can correct very easily the different buildings, for example. So it's very, very easy to adjust some little issues with the detection, for example. So I can remove building, extract them again. I can create some L-shaped building very fast. So to create L-shaped building, it's pretty simple. Just extract your buildings. Go into the edit mode by pressing the Alt key. So I can adjust here the border of the brush. And here I will press the Shift key and click on the building edge. I release the Shift key, and then I can adjust one of the edge part, for example, and here it is. I have an L shape. If you don't want to make an L-shaped building and want to go back to the initial configuration, just need to drag one of the edge parts, and then Digibati indicates you right now that if you release the mouse button, then the two edges will be merged. Okay, the area has been processed to fix the different issues. So as you can see, buildings are different colors, orange ones and green ones. And the orange color stands for automatically extracted buildings, and green color tells that the user fixed the buildings or have created the building out manually. So thanks to that, you are able to see very quickly the buildings that needs maybe more control quality or buildings that were processed by the user.